Hello everyone, I'm Nikhil Kurupudi and in this video I'm going to explain my research topic which is on statistical analysis of sex ratio of India. So let's get started. So first let me show you my data set. This data set is of 246 rows. It's a sample which I have collected from 2011 census of India, and it has 246 rows and six columns. This mainly district, state, population, growth, sex ratio, and literacy rate. For this study, we will be only focusing on district, state, population, and sex ratio. So, sex ratio. Now, to better understand this data, I have did some visualization. So, I'll take you there. So, this is the visualization. This map contains total population state-wise, and this two average of sex ratio state-wise. So Uttar Pradesh, by looking at this map, we can see that Uttar Pradesh has highest population, which is 70.56 million, while Sikkim is lowest, 0.18 million. The reason why Andhra Pradesh is white is that during 2011 census data, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh were one state. They weren't bifurcated in two different states. So you have to keep in mind that this is the population data is of both Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Same goes for census data. Now what we can see that um, sex ratio, the south states of India, they have very good sex ratio, which is very close to 1992. Karnataka 992, even Kerala has highest, and Tamil Nadu 999, which is very close to 1000. While Uttar Pradesh, being the most populated state, it has only 930, and Sikkim lowest, also the lowest in sex ratio, which is 85, 854.5. So this is a small visualization. Kerala is the highest, having 1074 sex ratio, which means for every 1000 male there is 1074 females. So now let me show some descriptive stats. I did this descriptive stats on sex ratio column. You can also use Python or R programming to do this. So basically in this descriptive stats, we can find mean, standard error, median, mode, uh, various minimum, max, count, sum, etc. Variance, just standard deviation. So the mean of the sex ratio is 946, while standard deviation is 4, and standard error is 4, and standard deviation is 63.00. Now to explain more, let me take you to the PPT. Statistical analysis of sex ratio of India. So let's start. Mean is the average of group of numbers. So as I've shown, I'm just giving a brief intro of everything. So our mean was 946. Variance measures the average degree to which each point differs from the mean of all points, of all data points. So variance was 3970. Standard deviation. Standard deviation looks at how spread out a group of numbers is from the mean. Standard deviation is 63. Standard deviation is found out by taking under square root of variance. Standard error. Standard error represents the variation in the sample mean of a sampling distribution. The standard error is the expected value of the standard deviation of means of several samples. So standard error of a sample is 4.01. Confidence level. Confidence interval is the percentage of all possible samples expected to include the true population parameter. For our study, we have taken confidence level as 95%. Critical value is used to find margin of error. So to find a critical value, we will use a confidence level and T or F test. As the t-test will be used if you have sample size less than 15. As we have taken 246 sample size, we will be using f-test. So critical value of our critical value is 1.96. Margin of error. Margin of error gives the amount of random sampling error in the result. Margin of error is calculated by multiplying critical value and standard error. So the margin error of our sample is 7.85. Confidence interval, and an approximate range of values that is likely to be included. An unknown population parameter is given by confidence interval, which is calculated from sample data. So the mean which we got, 946, it's the sample mean and not the population mean. So to get an idea of population mean, we usually use these intervals. So our population mean can lie anywhere between these intervals. So it is calculated by taking by adding a mean plus margin error and mean minus margin error. So we get lower and upper limit. So, the ideal sex ratio for any country should be 1:1 or 1000 females per 1000 males. The estimated average of a sample is 946.38 with confidence interval of 938.53 to 954.24. Even if we assume that population mean is 954, it's still less. It's the average is still less by 50. So we can say that the sex ratio of India is little bit bad. There are some devastating problems can result because of this. Some more research can be done on this to find out which factors are affecting our sex ratio. And that's what it. Thank you. I hope you like this video.